Good evening and welcome to the Week 11 SwiftSole Setup Guide with myself, Josh, aka the LuckyBotter. And at first, we thought it might be a bit of a brick week. However, there is a couple of things coming up and one rumoured item that if it drops online, you know that this is going to be one of the most profitable weeks that Supreme has dropped this year and maybe in the next couple of years. And we'll give you some more information on that. It is a rumour only. We're unsure exactly about what's going to go on. However, if it's like what's happened in the past with store releases, you may be in for a pleasant surprise tomorrow. But I'll give you all the details on that very, very soon. Hello, everyone who is tuned in. Hello, Monty, Dean, Joe, Nandan. What is going on? So today we'll be looking at all of the different setups. We'll be looking at all the different retails. I'll tell you whether there's potentially resale or not. I won't go exactly into the specific amount of how much that there is. However, we will look at what ones or what items you should potentially run for, including an item that SwiftSole is keeping a very close eye on. And so I recommend joining the SwiftSole Discord. It's down below in the description to ensure that you're up to date with exactly what's going on. Now, as you know, Milan is opening their Supreme location tomorrow. And to I guess, crown the event, they are releasing the Milan BOGO. So I'm going to bring that up on my phone now and bring it up on the screen. And basically, this is what the BOGO looks like. It's a really nice design. It's a very, very nice piece. However, it may drop tomorrow. If not, it could drop later. So what happens is sometimes when a new store opens, if they have any leftover items, they may then drop those items online. Whether it'll be tomorrow, Friday, or the following week is anyone's guess. Some people think it's Monday. Some people think they'll just drop it tomorrow. I'm uncertain. I'm unsure. But I am certain that at some point it is probably going to drop. Okay. Now, Monty saying to cut the S is the box logo dropping. We don't know, mate. I'm not Supreme. How about you call up James Jevier yourself and see? But we just do not know. Now, we have a higher sort of inkling that it will drop, and SwiftSole is going to keep you updated inside of their Discord. So keep yourself locked into that and just make sure that you are listening to all the updates. You have got your notifications on, and we will let you know as soon as possible when we know exactly what is going on. I think everyone needs this tea. And again, Sean, you may have a chance in the US to get this BOGO. Again, there has been times where it's only been a certain country's BOGO, but then they drop remaining stock, or they drop a small stock again on the following week, or sometimes on the day. I think someone's even said the Monday online is Monday next week. There we go. So Samuel said that he thinks Monday. No one knows yet. No one knows exactly when it is. It's not been confirmed, but it could be something. However, even if the BOGO doesn't drop tomorrow, we still do have some items that do have some resale this week, and that is what we're going to go over right now. So, first and foremost, it is very easy to say that Supreme is not blessing us recently. We know that, right? Supreme is giving us some absolute nonsense pieces that we can't sell. And generally speaking, that's it. Any reasoning behind the Last Supper photo? Because it's Rome. Michelangelo, etc., etc., Da Vinci, you know, they're the people that painted the 16th chapel. So it's part of Rome, it's part of Milan, I guess. It's part of the heritage of Italy. Like, basically, that's it. So, the Vatican, etc. So, we're going to be looking at the pieces that we've got dropping. So, first and foremost, we've got a very expensive. This is going to be very expensive, by the way. And retails will be updated, I promise you. But this is going to be a very expensive piece. The Cubalossi, I think it's called the Cubaloce or Cubaluce, whatever it is, piece is an iconic table lamp from a designer. This designer is called Cinian Nils. This is going to be an expensive piece. Probably will not have any resale whatsoever. This is the item that I believe you should be going for. Now, everyone clowns me, by the way, after these lives. Look what happened to the jean jacket last week. Price went up. Right now, it is reselling very easily as well. And not only that, it went out of stock like that. So people were clowning me and saying there's no resale that week. They did the same thing with the hysteric glamour drop as well. Look at the jeans. They've got resale. Like, everyone, I'm telling you, if I've got a bit of a feeling, just go for it. And if they don't resell and if they brick, just send them back. Simple. Easy done. Easy done. Rome is in Romania. Are you all right? He's got to be joking. Anyway, so anytime you get a piece like this, if you think about Nike and that Supreme box logo, let's say, all on the shoes, every influencer is going to want to flex these socks with their dunks. 100%. This is the fit pick. 100% they're going to do that. If you remember those Nike sleeves, the basketball sleeves that Nike brought out, go on StockX right now and see how much they're reselling for. Trust me, this is the piece to go for. I reckon black and then red. For the fit picks, black because of, black and white dunks, etc. The red will obviously come second. I think you go for any single color. I will go for multiple of these. These are the ones to go for. And I'll explain about the trainers in a minute because they look like absolute trash. There's a reverse camp cap. I don't know, tongue twister. It doesn't matter if we can see it or not. It's unseen. It's not going to have any resale. Who cares? The iCat 6 panel, absolutely not. I quite like the anorak. I do quite like the anorak. It also comes with combats, I believe, as well. So it comes with some pants. Will it have any resale? I don't think so. I really don't. I quite like that cream and pink one. Would I wear it? I don't think so. I like the black combats because that's what I'm actually wearing them now. Like I always wear black combats. But again, the prices are usually steep at around $147. So I don't really recommend going for them. I don't think there's going to be much of resale on that. So this is now going on to the Jamie Reed collab. I think there's maybe one piece that has potential, but I don't think it's a reselling week. For me, anyway, I think it's a bit too out there. Swearing all over it is just a bit 2-3 years ago from Supreme. I think they've gone past that now. So it's saying it's all BOLLOCKS. It's just a bit much. Oh, here they are. Here's the cargo pants. The black ones will go well, I think, for most people. And it will be a very subtle pattern on there. If you want to go for the 2-piece, you can if it's for a personal. I don't think it's going to resell. I really don't. The pin-up chino pant, again, nope. Utility pocket sweatpant. I actually quite like these as a personal. I do, but the way that Supreme pants fit, I don't really like it. I find their crotch too low for me. But people are loving, combats, utility pockets, etc., so side pockets and whatever. So, it might be a bit of a sleeper. I don't think it's going to have any resale. I think this is a personal item only. Jame Reed, you see what it says there? The Jame Reed, that's exactly how much it's going to resell for. So don't go for that. The Jacquard logo denim shirt, I mean, no. I think unless you're looking at a jacket, these all-over prints just don't work. And the reason why they work is because obviously Supreme x Louis Vuitton, when they brought it out, people just want to kind of get that sort of vibe. And that's the reason why the jackets do well. But on a shirt, I don't think it does. I think it's a bit too much. These are absolute trash. I mean, who is upvoting Air Max 96s? I reckon Supreme went to Nike and said, give me the worst shoe inside of your capsule and we'll make it even worse and we'll release it and laugh at everyone who buys it because they probably will sell out. Will they have resale? I hope not. If these have resale, I'm done. Literally, it's over for me and Supreme because that means it's just a hypebeast thing. There's nothing that the Air Max 96 brings. There's no heritage. There's no big history behind it. There's no great design. There might be a great designer behind it, but who cares? It's rubbish. It's trash. They're not a great designer after creating that. So unless you're not understanding what I'm saying, these are rubbish and they won't have any resale. In my eyes. You think they're fire, Sam? Sam, you need to burn your eyes out with a scalding iron, replace them, and then have a look at something else. The Air Force One low will obviously usually will restock on a Friday. Generally speaking now, any sizes above an 8, UK that is, so a US 9, is generally about £10 to £20 profit at the moment. It's lunch money. Are they a good hold? Depends if Supreme carries on restocking these over the next seasons. I'm holding my large sizes at the minute, but anything below a US 8, so UK 7 and below, is actually got a pretty decent resale at the minute. So any bay sizes, should we say. But then again, most of the time, Supreme only stock a US 7 upwards, so a UK 6 and up. And a UK 7, UK 6 is quite hard to get. But generally speaking, they have got resale. But if you're looking at the StockX market, etc., and you look at the trends, it's only lunch money for bigger sizes. And generally, only really the white colorway is reselling at the moment, unless you know a load of roadmen and you want to get the triple blacks. And that's the way it is. True or rubbish? They are rubbish. Tell me down in the comments if you think the 96s are fire or trash. Tell me in those comments now, because I need to know what people I need to come and bang a stick over their head with if they're telling me that these 96s are actually nice. Please tell me. Thank you, Lord Ose. Thank you, Nandan. Thank you, Rahul. You guys get it. Fabio gets it. Sean gets it. Mohammed gets it. Who else gets it? Yeah, look, he gets it. Yeah, Ash gets it. They're trash. Thank you. Look, Lewis, you're trolling. Lewis, you have to be trolling. You have to be trolling. Monty's definitely trolling. These are some good shoes. I'll rock it. Listen, no, you won't. No, you won't. And I'm going to allow that comment, George. It told me not to show it, but I'm going to allow it. If you're saying, okay, Samuel, I'll give you that. I will tell you, right, that the silver pair is better than the black pair. But that's like saying walking on hot coal is better than laying on hot coal. Like, both of it you wouldn't want to do. It's simple. If they went Supreme, they would stock at 75% off collecting dust. Exactly that. They are 100% trash. They're not. And you're just picking a... Look, they've rolled some shit in glitter. They've rolled some poo in glitter with that silver pair, in all honesty. Hex knit short. No, absolutely not. Obviously, this is what I think, out of the whole Jamie Reed collab capsule, is the nicest piece. I think they could have done some better colour blocking with this, as in, I mean, the colour combination, sorry, so the pink with that text writing. But I quite like the green one. I quite like the pine. I don't really like the colour of the writing on the pine, but it says Ethel upside down. I quite like that jumper, but again, I just don't think it's like fashion anymore to be wearing swear words on your jumper. With all Karens walking around these days, like, they will come up to you and do you realise there's a swear word on jumper in your nearest school? So yeah, probably best not to do it. Now, everyone's going to troll me for this, and I never thought I would tell you I like this zip-up hooded shirt, but I really like this. I haven't worn a zip-up hooded shirt for years, but this might tempt me to get one in my wardrobe. I'm not saying it has resale. Like, don't take that as resale. But I do quite like a small box logo anyway for personal, and I quite dig the zip-up. For even just going into work or whatever, just a quick... Off it goes, you know what I mean? Chuck it on the floor. It's easy. I like the black. I really like the pink colourway, especially for like the springtime at the moment. I'm spring. Have you seen the weather out there if you're in London, by the way? I got done with hailstones. This is spring, guys. Well done. Congrats. Welcome to the UK. Global warming's great. So I'm really liking the brownish colourway, and I'm really liking that pink colourway. I am actually digging that. I don't think it'll have resale though. So don't think, oh, LuckyBotter said buy that, because it won't. This is it. So it's in the app already to go. And this is the Milan box tee. Again, we don't know whether or not this will drop tomorrow, Friday, Monday, or at all. And again, this is what it looks like. It's got the ADMM XX1. Listen, I think, and I know it is. So AD is after Christ, and MM is basically 2021. So that's what that's saying. It's just given the year that it's established in Latin. In Latin letters, basically, simple. Latin numerals, sorry, Roman numerals, whatever you want to call it, with the box logo of the Last Supper. That is fire. I need that for myself and for my chest. I will pay resale for that if I can't get it, which I'll probably highly do that. Che, no, we're not being political on this show. Heck, zip up polo. I mean, why do you need a zip on a polo when two buttons can do the exact same thing and look nicer? It's disgusting. Jamie Reed, that's too much. And the small logo pocket tee, like, no, trash. So what are we looking at this week that you should actually put your money towards? First and foremost, the Nike socks. 100% go for these. Go for these in loads of different colors. Go for multiple. I'm going to go for 5 if I can. If I could get 10, I'd go for it. Now, I don't know the retail on this, and there might be somewhere with the retail on. Nike might just stuff us and do a stupid retail, but I can't see it happening with how much retail has recently been on the Nike Supreme collaboration. It's actually been pretty okay. So I can't see the retail being that high on these. And I think these will do very well. If not straight away, then a bit down the line. I really do. It says Grazy. Okay, fair play. When will the retail resale numbers be in the app? As soon as they have basically updated it. Some people don't like the back. £18, Monty. If they're £18, they're a go. If they are £18 for a pair of socks, and I know that's still ridiculous, by the way, but for a Nike Supreme collaboration with the box logo on there like that, that's a go. 100% go for it. 1 per person, it's going to be Lord Osei, 1 per person. If it is 18, and again, don't forget, all these retails are rumoured. It's not 18 until they drop. Yeah, and it could well be, but 100% go for it. I still quite like, in all honesty, means after the dinosaurs. AD means after dinosaurs. It definitely doesn't, sir. It's after Christ, my friend. AD's after dinosaurs. You tried it. You absolutely tried it. I commend you, but you're still stupid. So yeah, the socks, and of course, load in the Milan box logo, and make sure on Friday you are also going for the Air Force Ones. Just bear in mind that on Friday, they have delayed it sometimes for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So just keep your bots running. Keep SwiftSole running, ready to go. Always do drop mode for the Air Force Ones. Don't do restock mode, because what Supreme do is take the shoes off the site, reload them back on, and that is drop mode. Okay, make sure you do that. So you think the socks are going to resell, and how much? As I say, I'll never go into the exact amount they're going to resell, because trust me, I'll say an amount and people astound me and shock me every single day when it comes to reselling. They brick things that shouldn't be bricked, and they make things resell that shouldn't resell. So I just think they will resell. I can't give you the exact number though. Wear the shoes without the socks. Disgusting. Don't ever do that. Is it a pack of one or more? I believe it's a pack of one. App updated. Perfect. All right, so the app is updated. Someone is telling me, so make sure you go into it and have a look and make sure. So there we go. AD stands for Anno Domino, Latin for in the year of the Lord, and refers specifically to the birth of Jesus Christ, not dinosaurs. And yes, MMXXI equals 2021 Roman numerals. So I was correct. There we go. There we go. That's not much for that price. So someone said, what, for a pack of one, £18? That's not much. You don't get a lot for that price. Welcome to Supreme, mate. Like, you'll be paying like £1,000 for some box logos. You'll get the jumper and go, what's this, Fruit of the Loom? Actually, that's out of order. Some Supreme stuff's actually really nice fabric. I do like it, but you're never getting a load of stuff, okay? After dinosaurs sounds better. I won't argue with that. Anyway, let's have a look at how we would actually set up these tasks and how I recommend we do it. So obviously, when you go into your task creator and your task pad at the bottom there, this is what you're going to be greeted with. Now, we're only really going to set up for what I'm only really going to set up for the Milan box logo t-shirt, because you never know if they drop it or not, as well as the socks. So let's say I set up for the socks. So we click on there. Now, remember, it is one item per profile. Every profile needs to be unique. Unique names, unique addresses, unique telephone numbers, unique email, and above all else, a unique card method. If one of them are the same, the name can sometimes get through, because Supreme understands that some people have the same name as each other, like John Smith or whatever, you know. But if you don't do that, you will get a duplicate profile error, which means you will not be able to check out. You'll get a checkout error until you change that profile. Now, you want to make sure that the cards that you are using have an app-based 3DS handling. In other words, don't use normal debit cards if you've never bought on Supreme before, because it just won't get through. You need things like Curve, Revolut, Monzo, Saldo, etc. Now, the issue with this is sometimes these card providers get so many requests that actually Supreme's handling goes down. So we've seen in the past Revolut not work, Monzo not work, Curve not work, etc., etc. So diversify the amount of cards you got. Every time I do this, I get an itchy nose. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's like my body knows, Josh, you're not allowed to scratch your nose, so I'm going to make it itchy. Anyway, make sure that your profiles is different. What you can also do is adding a task for PayPal, and I'll show that in a second, and I'll explain PayPal in a second as well. So size, I would, on this occasion, just go random. Sometimes socks can have different sizing, like small to medium to large, etc., etc. Just go random. It's just easier. Now, color, obviously red or black, whichever one you want to go for. If you're not really that fussed, just go for random. Now, Capture Harvester. Depending on which version of the app that you've got, so if you're premium or not. So if you're premium, you will have two options. You will have Capture Harvester, and you'll also have AYCD. AYCD is an auto-solving service. So again, and I mention this all the time, and that's just because we do get some beginners on this stream. But a capture is an invisible anti-bot system where Google tries to see whether or not you're a human. And what it does, it uses a score. And that score is developed by the amount of activity you've got on a Gmail account. So if you look on your on your Google Chrome now, you'll see if you're logged into an email address or not. Now, if you're logged into an email address, you're able to generate activity via surfing the net, watching YouTube, etc., etc. Doing that activity shows Google that you are a human, whereas if you're not signed into a Gmail, they can't determine that. So you are more likely to get a low score when it comes to your invisible capture score or your V3 score, whatever you want to call it. So when it comes to checkout, what will happen is that Google will check, or Supreme's Antibot will check, right, what is their Google score? Are they a human, or can we not determine it? If we think they're a human and they have a high score of a 0.9 or above, we're going to let them through. We're going to give them what's known as a one-click. It means that it don't even need to solve a captcha. However, if it doesn't know, or you've got a low score, what it will do is give you those grids that looks like a fire hydrant. Right, click the fire hydrants, click the bicycles, click the whatevers, yeah? Now, depending on how good your score is, will depend on how many of them you have to solve in one time. If it's a good score, you may get 2. So you do it, go again, do it, done. If you've got a really bad score, you get the fading captures where it's really slow to go. The problem with this is that if you're going for a hyped item, say the box logo did drop and you're going for that, you are losing a lot of valuable seconds, because that is going to go out of stock by the time you've done your first capture by people like me with hundreds of one-clicks. Now, AYCD allows me to put in all my Gmail accounts and have that solve those one-clicks for me and move those scores into SwiftSole, okay? Now, on SwiftSole itself, you can log into one Gmail, which is good for anywhere between 5 and 10 one-clicks if you have a trusted Gmail account. However, if I've got 10 Gmails in AYCD, guess what I've got? I've got 100 one-clicks, because there's around 10 per one Gmail if you've got a high score. Around that, it can sometimes vary depending on how many you have to do, etc. Now, AYCD is a third-party service. So in other words, even though we've got the functionality inside of SwiftSole, if you want to use that, you must sign up to AYCD separately. If you go down below in the description, all the details are there. I think it's around $25 a month. You need to sign up to Toolbox, which is around maybe $17, $18. And then you've got to sign up to OneClick, which is around another $5 to $7, whatever that is. Now, if you are a beginner, you may find that confusing. However, we have got all of the guides down below. I wouldn't recommend trying to set that up ready for tomorrow. I don't think you've got enough time. If the Milan box logos don't drop, however, you will have enough time to set up tomorrow for, say, Monday. So it might be something you want to start looking at, because trust me, that will make Botting Supreme a total different kettle of fish. You're now moving up that kind of expertise ladder, shall we say, and be able to get more stuff. Now, of course, if you've only got 2 profiles, though, 2 cards, shall we say, you won't be able to get 2 items anyway, but AYCD will make that easier. Now, let's say you haven't got it. You can just go with Capture Harvester. You can use drop mode. Restock mode now does work within SwiftSole. So after about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you can go to SwiftSole and it will kind of preload a cart, etc., etc. Now, you can do PayPal checkout. So let's put that on as it goes. Start time is manual, and you press save. Task is now created. So if I now go into my list, I've got the task right there, ready to roll. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a task now for an item that is in stock. I believe these are random. Yep. Drop mode. I'm going to do PayPal. Let's say you've only got a limited number of profiles, i.e. a limited number of bank cards that you have access to. What you can do is basically make another profile and just put in some random card details, but make sure that profile only goes to pay with PayPal. Because if you pay with PayPal, you can use a card you've already used, because the merchant, i.e. Supreme, doesn't see that you're using the same card. However, bear in mind, PayPal is generally not cart hold, which means, of course, you may lose that item. But it's good. I always have at least one PayPal task, because if 3DS goes down, or if their credit card processing goes down, which happens and no one can check out, you're going through PayPal, which generally we will check out and may check out faster than credit cards if they're having an issue. Okay, so I'm just letting you know it's a good way of just giving a bit of an insurance policy. Now, this is what will happen, or just before you go. So around a minute before Supreme drops, you start your tasks. Now, the way we do that is simple. We click plus and start all. I'm not going to start all because the one at the top is obviously not in stock yet. I'm going to click on that task at the bottom with the boxes, and I'm going to click start. Now, what will happen, I'm getting a site error. It might be I need to up. Oh, I'm getting, do you know what it is? I'm on airplane mode. 1 second. Let me get that off, and this is where I get loads of stuff now. Perfect. Someone's turned me off just in case. So let's get this going. Give me a second. Find out. There we go. All right. Now I'm getting loads of stuff now. Cool. You can put me back on now, sir. Thank you. So we just did that because I got loads of notifications. So now you've seen that it says at the bottom there, awaiting PayPal. So what I would do is I would hold on that task, and down at the bottom, you've got PayPal. I click on that. I don't want to dox my PayPal details, but basically that will now send you to a PayPal checkout. Simple as that. Now, if that was a credit card, obviously it would have gone all the way through. I had my capture harvester open so that it did any captures there, and I had 1-clicks in the account that I've got in SwiftSole. You don't need to keep on re-logging in. Once you've logged in once, that's fine. And then it's ready to go. It's simple. Now, obviously, if I didn't have PayPal in there, it would have just gone through to checkout. But you saw there, it said awaiting PayPal. Click on the task, go down to the bottom, and click PayPal. Simple. Now, one other thing you can do if you are, of course, let me just get rid of that capture harvester. If you have got premium, is something called Multicart. So let's say tomorrow you want to go for a few items and save on shipping, and you don't think it's going to sell out that quickly and you want to risk it. What you can do is actually look at carts. So down at the bottom there, bottom right, you've got a button that says Multicart. I'm now able to bring these two into one cart. Currently, they're in separate carts. They've got a little code there. Cart WGY, cart DUS. What I do is I just hold on to one of them and I drop it into the other cart. Oh, let's do that properly. Come on, Josh. There we go. Drop it in. Now, I've only got cart WGY. So that will now try and multi-cart both items. The problem is, if one of those items go out of stock, it's going to stop the whole process because that's the way the Supreme website works. If you have 10 things in your cart, you get to checkout and you try and check out and one of them out of stock, it will kick you out. It won't let you check out the other items. It'll make you delete one out the cart and da-da-da. So you won't check out anything. And that's just on Supreme's end. So don't do this for hyped items. Do not do this for a box logo, for God's sake. Maybe don't even do it for the socks. I personally wouldn't. Only do it for stuff that you think are going to brick or they're quick flips or something like that. It's just something, a handy feature if you want to save on some shipping on some brick items, should we call them, or items that you don't think are going to sell out that quickly. It's very, very simple. Cool. All right, let's have a look at some of the questions that you guys are sending in. So I need to contact Amex and ask what's going on. Do you know if Supreme stopped to accept Amex payments? Last week it refused. We'll check out with Amex. Could be Amex fraud system detections. Could be Supreme. Who knows? The only way to test that is to try right now and try and check out some socks. The amount of socks and briefs I've got at home that I don't wear is unbelievable just from testing. Like, you just need to test, basically. You reckon size small for BOGO? Honestly, Sam, you'll get any size you can for the BOGO. Now, generally speaking, when it comes to Supreme clothing, the way in which it resells is small, extra large, large, and then medium is the last one. However, every size in this BOGO will resell 100%. If you want to be on the safe side, go for a large or a medium. If you want to maximize your profits, go for a small or an XL. Okay, simple. PayPal holds cart, by the way. I tried it the other day. Interestingly, I tried it and it didn't hold cart for me. So bear that in mind. So sometimes it might not. It's just the way it is. Can you show the Gmail login, please? I can't because I'll dox myself, but it's very, very simple. You press plus, add Gmail right there in the middle, and just go through your normal login. Put in your email address, your password. Once it's logged in and it shows you the Gmail page, click out and exit, and it's done. Very, very simple. You can clear... Actually, no, I don't want to clear my Gmail because I want to keep that one in there. But you can clear your Gmail and then add another one if you want, if you don't remember which one it is, etc. So should I not go for the Air Maxes? Mehmet, you can do whatever you like. However, I'm definitely not going for them. No way. I personally do not think they'll have resale, but I've been proven wrong before, in all honesty. In terms of resale only, should we go for the Air Max? But they are grim. I mean, as I said, I've been surprised in the past. There's better things to invest your money in, let's face it, than these Air Maxes. I don't think they'll have resale. I really don't. That's just my opinion. But you might go in the forums and see that it does. You might have some pre-orders from people. It's up to you. The worst case thing that you can do is pay via PayPal and then you'll get free returns. Then you don't have to brick the market. This is just what I don't understand about these people with Supreme. Like the other day, for instance, right? I got the NPC player because I just wanted to go for it. It was a very high value item. It was a big high risk. And I thought, you know what? If they've got very small limited amounts and I get one and they resell for maybe 400, 500 quid, who knows, right? Anyway, it sat, didn't it, for weeks until it went off the website. So what did I do? I contacted Supreme. I paid £10 to send via special delivery back to Supreme. And I got my refund of 1,550 quid. In total, I lost around, I think, £15 for shipping here and there. But I've seen people sell it on StockX for a loss of £200. I mean, not only are you losing 200 quid, you're bricking the market fully. Like, you are now being an idiot. Even more of an idiot. I just don't understand people's just thought process on this. They were within the returns period, because I was returning it at the same time and I got my refund. But you'd rather lose 200. Anyway, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. When I make a profile, I need to put it in CC, but I want to pay with PayPal. So if I make a task and do like a PayPal thing, does it pay with PayPal on CC? If you make a task with PayPal that says check out on PayPal, it won't check out with the credit card. It will check out via PayPal. Okay. I'm Bilal. I'm only going for the socks this drop, and I'm going to be putting in the box logos as well. And again, look, you don't have to take my advice. Go with what your cook group says. Go with what your people say. But honestly, I've been accurate. Seriously, I've been accurate the last maybe 4 or 5 drops. This whole season, I've near enough been accurate. The only one that I took a risk on was the NPC. And I said that was a risky bet anyway. I said that. But I was going to do a video with someone making a beat for me for the YouTube and whatever. It was going to be a cool little video, but not 1,500 quid's worth cool video. Anyway, I've been pretty accurate on the jean jacket, hysteric, glamour drops, everything. But, is what it is. And what did I say about the Supreme TNF, by the way? It is going to tank, and then it will probably rise in the next year or so. That's what I said. So I knew that those studded jackets were going to tank. I did mention that. Is the BOGO releasing online? We don't know, Wasp. We honestly don't know. Maybe is the answer. And I know that's a rubbish answer for us to give you, but it might release online. Will it release tomorrow? Don't know. Just put in a task anyway. It's not going to cost you anything. Just go for it anyway. It may even drop on Friday, may drop Monday, it may never drop. So just bear that in mind. Didn't the what was the COVID relief t-shirt? Didn't that drop on a Friday in San Francisco? That was US only, right? Didn't that drop on a Friday? I can't remember. This was last year. Can't remember. Can I add more than one pair of socks to the basket? Not it. No, you can't. No, there's only 2 colors as well. Only black, only red. You can only have 1 pair per profile. So don't add more than 1 in one basket. Should I only have 1 Gmail added, or is it the more the better? I think you can only add 1 Gmail, sir. You can only add 1 Gmail. Wasp, yeah, I think it was, wasn't it, Friday for the COVID release t-shirt? I'm sure it was. Everyone thought it was the Thursday they didn't drop, and then they dropped on the Friday. I think. I mean, I could be totally wrong there, but for some reason that just rings a bell. Any other things? So just some tips, I guess. Make sure you're on Wi-Fi. I know some people, like for me, for instance, I live in London. My 5G is faster than my Wi-Fi. However, the ping time is the thing that's most important, the ping to the website. So Wi-Fi is always going to be better. So make sure you've got a strong network with Wi-Fi. Be near your router. Start a minute before. Don't touch the delays. Let SwiftSole go through that. SwiftSole's done a massive overhaul on their bot. And generally speaking, it has got much better performance increases. Not only that, we're getting less payment declines, less processing errors, because that's all anti-bot, that's high traffic errors, that's too fast, etc. And we saw last week SwiftSole actually did a lot on that. I just asked my cook room and they said risk it if you want, just like you said. This is it. Like, yeah, they're giving you good advice. I was told by a source that the BOGO's release on Monday online. Everyone's got a source. If the source is right, great. Why not go for it? Like, it's not unheard of that they won't release on the Monday. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Let's say an item's sat. I can copy the item over and over with PayPal. Not if the profile's the same. No, you can't. And the email address associated to PayPal. No, you need to have different email addresses with PayPal. Yeah, because they will see that. So what the merchant will see is the email address associated with PayPal. So if they see that more than once on the same item, they will stop it. So you need to make sure you have different PayPal profiles. Is there any way to task restart auto after check? Is there any way the task restart automatically after checkout errors? No, you need to start that manually. Just click on it and start again. Will you be taking advice either way, boss? Love the vids. No problem at all, Adam. No problem at all. Just run for the BOGO tomorrow. Literally nothing to lose. Exactly that. Shola's got it. If I'm at school at 11, can you just set up in the morning? Will it work? Yeah, you can set it up in the morning. You just need to press start all tasks. You can do a timer task technically, but you want to be by your phone really. You literally do. Go to the toilet at 11 o'clock. Like, tell your teacher you got important things. I'm joking. But go to the toilet or something. But you want to be by your phone just in case there's a checkout error, in case a capture does come. I'd recommend being there. Not only that, but if you've not got premium, you can't do background task. So with premium, I can come out of SwiftSole and it will just run in the background. Without premium, after a certain period of time, maybe even a few seconds, those tasks will stop and the app will shut down. That's the good thing about premium as well. Gotcha. All right. Toadie's here. Well done, Toadie. It depends on the item. I was looking at returning the deck I got last week, but it's part of their no refund items. Okay, so that's good information to know. I'm talking about UK when it comes to refunding. Toadie has said that actually some items you can't refund in the US, but that won't have any bearing on what's going on in StockX in the UK. I was looking at UK sales. It's ridiculous. I like the Air Max 96s. Should I burn my eyes out? Yes. Yeah, you should. I'm joking. Each to their own. Obviously, like, you don't have to follow the hype. You know, if you like it, go for it, man. Like, honestly, who am I to say what's good and what's not? But they're trash. Any other questions before we go? I'm just trying to make sure if we've missed anything, Mr. Producer. Oh, nearly done. Oh, yeah, don't forget, add in your Discord webhook. And, of course, in the settings profile, right at the bottom, you do have all the guides. You have an invite to the SwiftSole Discord as well. So do make sure that you are in there because all the announcements are going to come from there. And it's chaos, by the way, on drop day. Absolute chaos. Premium versus non-premium differences. Yep, very simply. AYCD auto solve you can have as an option in premium. You can have background tasks running. You can have compact mode. I believe Multicart is only premium. Maybe. I don't know. I think it is. So there's loads of different functionality that you will get with premium over just the standard. If I get a new phone, do I just reinstall SwiftSole on that phone and will it work? Do I have to purchase again? So it's based on your Apple ID. So if you get a new phone and you transfer your Apple ID from one phone to the other and get test flight again, you will be able to install SwiftSole again on that new phone because it's all with your Apple ID. What happened to the SwiftSole PC edition? Desktop edition is coming. Do not panic. That is near enough in full swing. It's nearly ready to roll. What's a good time to get in store on drop day? The first time, like 11 a.m. is the best time, but it's all good. Any news? No news yet. Sorry. How do I set up the webhook? Samuel, if you go down into our description, we've got a big guide on that, but it's really simple. You create your own Discord server. You can then create a webhook within a channel and you copy and paste that link into SwiftSole and that's how you get the webhook. This is my first week with my first bot, so I'm very hyped, not going to lie. Mehmet, good luck, sir. Just remember, having a bot, no matter what bot you've got, does not guarantee you a checkout, but it is a higher chance and a higher percentage that you will check out. So use it as a learning curve. Hopefully you do hit. I'm sure you will. Listen, you'll hit. Of course you'll hit. But anyway, I hope you will hit. So good luck with that. Can you make the BOGO drop tomorrow, please? 1 sec. James Jevier. Yeah, mate, can you put the phone down on me? It's not going to drop. Yeah, I'll try my best. I will summon the Supreme Gods and see. We need something, for God's sake, Supreme. Like, what are you giving us? Seriously, like, we're hyped on socks, mate. This is the problem with Supreme at the moment. It has been dead. There's been some decent pieces, but nothing really. Like, what's really been hyped this season? I mean, the Cause box logos, no one really liked them. It wasn't really Cause, to be fair. I mean, there's not been much, has there? To be honest, there's not been much for a while. What do you think resale is going to look like on the Supreme X Nike socks? Again, I never give the exact resale. I'll just tell you whether or not I think it will resell. I never try and, speculate because I just don't know how much for. And as I said, people will tell you a certain resale and then it will be something totally different on the day. So I never say that. 900 plus on that BOGO. Good luck. I can't see that. I can't see it being 900 plus. No way. I mean, big box logo drops coming. Yes, 100%, Sam. There are some box logos coming and we can't wait. There are some really cool ones coming, to be fair. Even North Face was rubbish. It was Odyssey. Yeah, 100%. 400. Yeah, I mean, I can see maybe the Milan t-shirt at the first going for 450, maybe at a push 5. Potentially, depends on how much hype there is. Will swiftly drop down when t-shirts are in hand to maybe 3, the 350 mark, and then slowly rise again. Like, if I could pick one up for around 250, 300, I'd be very happy. But look at the long sleeve BOGOs. That was like one of the first times they brought that out. That was a hype drop. And the purple, which is usually a friends and family colorway only, and that just tanked, really. Profit on socks on StockX or local. Both, I would say I'd go into a lot of the StockX groups if I were you, in Facebook, etc. Depop, eBay, That's usually your best time. StockX is too easy for people to sell, so you never really get a good amount. Isn't Supreme Jordan 1 this season as well? Don't know. I know they're rumoured. I can't recall seeing them actually in the lookbook. That's the thing. If they're not in the lookbook, it's just a rumour, and it could just be a mock-up from someone pulling our leg. Anyway, guys, I hope tomorrow and over these next couple of days, we do get a drop of the Milan box logo, and I hope at least one of you hit. If you do, show me that in-hand picture, at me on Twitter. I'm at LuckyBotter, and let us know what happens. Jeremy Cole. Yeah, the Murakami BOGO, it going up, and then boom, tank, the COVID relief BOGO. This is exactly what happens with Supreme at the moment. It may rise again. I don't know. We'll obviously soon see. We will soon see. Anyway, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Do let us know how you get on. Go inside the Discord if you need any support. All of the support guys in there are legends, and they will be there to help if needed, and if you've got any more questions. Go for whatever you think you want to go for tomorrow. If you want some trash shoes, go for the 96s. But who am I to say they're trash? But they are very ugly and they're the most worst shoes I've ever seen in my life. But don't listen to me. But they are rubbish. Anyway, listen, socks are the big ones. Make sure, please just make that task for the Milan box logo. Please just do it. It doesn't cost you anything. It may not drop. Don't forget Air Force Ones on Friday as well. Again, we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if the Milan box logo drops. That's from me and SwiftSole. A good night. And again, as always, for tomorrow, be lucky.
Thank you.